Welcome to our Townsend Media Service viewers. My name is Kimberly Kowalczyk, and I'm here today with Professor Dietrich Fischer, who is the Academic Director for the European University Center of Peace Studies and one of the earliest members of Townsend International. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you, Kimberly, for this opportunity. Please call me simply Dietrich. Here at the European Peace University, we call each other all by first name, students and professors.
I wonder if you could give us kind of an overview of the history of the founding of EPU.
It's interesting how this program started with a building rather than with the concept. Gerald Mader, the founder and president of both the Austrian Studies Center for Peace Research and the European University Center for Peace Studies, saw that this castle here in Schleining, which dates to the year 1240, the previous owner went bankrupt and it was in danger of decaying. He thought of a way to save this beautiful building and came up with the idea of converting this century-old instrument of war into a peace center. And that's what it has been since 1983. In 1988, the European University Center for Peace Studies was founded, and since 1990 there have been continuous courses, master's programs in peace and conflict studies. In 1995, it received the UNESCO Prize for Peace Education.
Could you explain how Townsend has been involved, or in particular Professor Johan Galton?
He was one of the founding members, and largely the curriculum which he had developed for the University of Hawaii was the basis for our curriculum here. We focus on a comprehensive overview of peace studies, looking at three forms of violence that he defined: direct violence, hurting and killing people with weapons; structural violence, the slow, silent deaths of people from hunger and preventable disease, suffering from political oppression; and cultural violence, the justification of direct and structural violence through the media, education, arts, literature, films, in the forms of prejudice, nationalism, sexism, and other forms of discrimination. We seek to how to prevent all these various forms of violence and how to develop peace, mutually beneficial cooperation, healing of suffering, mutual learning, developing cultural understanding, the goal of unity in diversity.
The EPU attracts a very unique group of students from all over the world who are coming from many different contexts and experiences. Could you talk a little bit about the community?
It has been a wonderful experience for me to work here with people who are all dedicated to peace and development, who want to make a contribution to improve other people's lives. And they come really from every continent, even Australia. We usually had each year about 40 students taking a master's program, roughly half of them from Africa, Asia, and Latin America. That is wonderful to get people from different cultures and political backgrounds to live closely together. Since Schleining is a small village with 800 inhabitants, there is not much distraction here, so people really get to know each other thoroughly and work and live together on a close space and learn how to handle minor problems, disagreements in a friendly way, preparation for more difficult assignments later in their career.
Also, the structure of the courses is very interesting. You have week-long courses that are taught by practitioners from the field, is that right?
Indeed. We seek to invite people who are both scholars and practitioners who do not only have not only book knowledge, but have actually practiced what their ideas. Simply talking about problems without actually doing something to address them is as if a group of doctors were standing around a dying patient, deliberating what might be the cause of his problems without helping the patient. That is totally immoral. We really seek people who have practical experience, who have helped mediate in difficult conflicts, who have done development work and combine theory with practice.
So I've heard that you will be moving away from EPU because there is a new university or academy that is being opened. Could you tell us a little bit about the World Peace Academy?
Really, just about a week ago in January 2009, the University of Basel accredited the curriculum of the World Peace Academy, which will begin presumably in spring 2010 in Switzerland. And it was a couple, Pierre and Catherine Brunner from Basel, who studied here at EPU and were so fascinated by this program that they decided to develop a similar program in Switzerland. There is a new Austrian university law which makes some changes necessary. In the future, at least half of the courses must be taught by resident faculty. That means that in Austria, we can no longer invite as many people from around the world, including Africa and Asia, to teach here. But in Switzerland, we don't have that restriction. Seek to further develop and improve the program that has been pioneered here in Schleining.
This also is in collaboration with Townsend, is that right?
Indeed, yes, very closely. We'll have housed the Townsend Peace University, which offers courses online, and we expect that people can take some courses online and then come and meet the same professors on site to work more closely.
And you will be the academic director of WPA?
Yes, I'll essentially play the same role as here, develop the curriculum and invite professors and teach some courses. I'd like to add some remark about what is particular about peace studies. Peace studies is an applied, goal-oriented science like medicine. For example, a biologist may study how an organ decays under the influence of microbes. A medical researcher will want to apply that knowledge to find ways to prevent or cure disease. A physicist may study how a bridge collapses under excessive weight, at which point it breaks first and how the process unfolds. An engineer will want to apply that knowledge to design a bridge that will not collapse under normal weight. And in the same way as historians and political scientists study how and why countries go to war, peace researchers will want to apply those insights to find ways to prevent or end wars.
Thank you very much for speaking with us, and I wish you all the best with World Peace Academy.
Thank you. May I add just one sentence?
Yes.
A year of study abroad can bring about fundamental changes not only in the person's lives, but sometimes in the whole society. For example, Alexander Yakovlev was one of the first 30 Soviet students who received a Fulbright scholarship, studied a year in the United States. 30 years later, he became Gorbachev's top advisor on perestroika, glasnost, and democratization. The few $1,000s for that scholarship probably did a lot more to help end the Cold War than billions spent for weapons that only made the situation worse.
Okay, thank you for that inspiring example.
Thank you very much, Kimberly. It was a pleasure.
This is Townsend Media Service. Thank you for watching.